The Arsenal Lights back again with another post-match reaction video, and I am so disappointed, man. So disappointed. I mean, what was that? What was it? Everybody and his uncle knows how to beat Arsenal now. Everybody knows how to beat or at least stop Arsenal from winning. It's set up in a mid to low block and hit you on the counter-attack. That's all they had to do. And to see Man United do that at Old Trafford was a shock to me. I never expected it in a million years. But look what happens. Look what happens to PSV when they try and have a go at us. Yeah, an open game of football like that, we're a brilliant team. But playing against a defensive system, we ain't got no idea. We have absolutely got no idea whatsoever. And for them to go 1-0 up, Bruno Fernandes, brilliant free kick, I must say. It was a blinding free kick. Ray just like caught short. He didn't know, he was like, he couldn't move. It was that good, he couldn't even move. But listen, I've got to give him his flowers. David Raya saved us because they could have nicked it in the end. We did draw with a Declan Rice blinding little screaming shot about 20 yards out, I believe, something like that. And he scored a blinding equaliser. But then we couldn't score another goal. I couldn't see where that goal was coming from, let alone where any other goal was going to come from. And do you know what? We've got to start taking shots like that from outside the box because we try and walk the ball into the net all the time. It's not working, and you're playing against a mid to low block like that, a defensive system, and you're getting it on the counter attack. And United could have nicked it a few times, twice if I remember rightly. They nearly nicked it just because of Raya's brilliant heroics in goal. I'm just so disappointed, and I can't, for the life of me, the tactics. You got to adapt. You've got to try and do something differently because you keep doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. It's like he's like Arteta, like the manager. He's just so fucking stubborn that he knows he's so committed to his original plan of action that he just don't want to change. He don't want to sway. He don't want to be proved wrong. He don't want to accept that he's made a mistake and he's got to change things around a little bit. When he made subs, took off Wanyeri, took off Calafiori, brought on Miles Lewis-Skelly, who I was surprised that he was playing because I thought he was suspended anyway. He went back into left back. Martinelli went over to the right wing for Wanyeri. It was a like-for-like swap. When they make the changes, you think they're going to do something with the system, do something with the formation to make a difference. Didn't. It was a like-for-like. And it's just... To me, I'm bemused by it. I'm bemused and I'm so frustrated against it. Like, the title was gone, I get that. The title was gone, so it's not even worrying about winning the Premier League. I've accepted that after the West Ham game, that the title was gone. But what you've got to be careful now is getting top four. The teams behind are catching. Forest won. Forest beat Man City. They're behind us in third. They're only, I don't know how many points behind because I haven't checked it. I should have checked it before I'd done the video, but I think they're about 3 or 4 points behind. Might even be less, could even be 2, I don't know. I won't be surprised. But we've got to be careful with these teams behind us because they're catching up, mate. They're catching up, and we need to concentrate on just forget about the league and concentrate on keeping our second place position because we need to stay in this Champions League. We need to, because we need to get players in the summer that are going to want to come to the club and play in the Champions League. I know that's like something that people always talk about. Oh, you attract better players if you're in the Champions League. It's not always necessarily true, but I believe it will be. I believe it will be, especially for next season, which will probably be, in my opinion, Arteta's last one. It'll be Arteta's last season if we come up short again for the next season. I believe, and I'm going to advocate for it. I want change this year. To be honest, I've seen enough of it. Right, it's exciting when we win, beating PSV 7-1 away. Brilliant game of football. But that's because they tried to play. They tried to have a go at us. They didn't sit in a mid to low block. They didn't sit and try and stop us from scoring and hit us on the counter-attack. They tried to have a go at us. Kudos to them for that. They get flowers for trying. And we score plenty of goals. When it's an open game of football, we're a brilliant team. But when it's tight, on lock, sitting in, bedding in there, saying, come and have a go at us if you think you're hard enough. You know what I mean? Come and have a go at us if you think you score. We couldn't score. We couldn't score. What's happening to long shots? Declan Rice's equaliser was a long shot. Why can't we start taking more long shots like that? If they're sitting in deep like that, tight and deep and resolute, have shots from outside the box. Just try and just ping them in, ping them in. You might get a lucky deflection off a defender. Something might happen. You know, when you try and play him through that, you can't play through that block. You can't. You try and play around it and cross in. It's defended out. There's not enough confusion in that box, and this fallacy about us being free kick kings, corner kings, set piece kings, or whatever, that's died off. That's it. That's for half a season maybe, but that all got worked out. So now that's even died off. So that's not even in our game anymore. We're not the set piece masters no more. So we've got to rely on open play, and we've got to try and draw that block out to you. You've got to take long shots. Take long shots. It might make them draw out towards you. Do something. Try and draw them out somehow. Somehow we can't play through that block. We can't play around that block. It's just, for me, it's so frustrating. And you watch these games, and I think I might have said it already, but Man United don't play that way. That's not in their DNA. It's not. But they've looked at that. Ruben Amorim, he's looked at that. He's looked at that PSV game, so we know we're not going to have a go. He's looked at it the other way. Teams like West Ham and Fulham, etc., have played against us. Boom, counter-attack, mate. Just sit back, hit him on the counter. You know, it ain't rocket science, and you know that's how going forward. Every team, I bet every team for the rest of the season plays that way against us, because I would, if I was a manager of another team, I'd say this is how you beat Arsenal, or at least stop them from winning, get a draw, get a point off them, stop them from winning, sit in a mid to low block, defend two banks of 5. What, hit them on the counter-attack, just have a quick counter-attack, done. It's done, mate, because they can't play through us, they can't play around us, they're not good enough, not strong enough. They're not strong enough, they haven't got a striker, so they cannot. They're not going to be putting balls right into the box properly. They're going to try and pass it around and wait for late arrivals to enter into the box to try and score. It's not working, man, and it's frustrating the life out of me. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And how do we change it? We can't say, oh, we should have signed a striker. That's gone. We should have signed a striker. That's gone. That's gone. It's in the past. We can't keep saying that. We need to think of a way of how we can overcome this mid to low blocks. What we're gonna do? What can we do that's different? We cannot just try and pass around it, pass through it. Like I've been keep saying, we've got to do something different. And with Marino as a striker is ridiculous. I know it works against Leicester, but that was Leicester. He might have got a goal against PSV as well, but come on, man. He's got a few goals, but, we need someone who can finish. We need someone who can proper finish, proper play as a striker. He's a number 6. He's a DM, Marino. We need a better player to play up front, to be our striker, and to play as a striker, not to play as a false 9, not to play as a 10, arriving late into the box. You need someone in the box. You need a finisher in that box. We need to find one from somewhere. Go to the reserves if you have to. But that's what we need to do, because we've got Chelsea next at the Emirates after the PSV game on Wednesday. It's on Sunday we've got Chelsea, and that's going to be a tough game. They're going to sit in the low block. They're just going to sit there and say, coming in. You know it's happening. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one.